Long ago, in a prestigious kingdom known as Charlie's University, there lived a young prince named Prince K. He was not king, not yet, but his father owned the land, and so everyone bowed when he walked. Teachers trembled. Students whispered. Even the vice-chancellor bent his back in fear. But one day, a storm arrived. Her name was Maya. She was not born into wealth. She carried no crown. She had no guards. All she had was pride. On her very first day in the kingdom, Prince K did what he always did. He acted without apology. He splashed water carelessly, expecting silence as usual. But Maya was not silence. When the prince showed rudeness, she corrected him. And when he refused to apologize, she raised her hand. And in front of the whole school, she slapped the prince. The sound echoed like thunder. The courtyard fell silent. Birds might as well have stopped flying. Her friend's success trembled beside her. "Maya," she whispered, "do you know what you've done?" "That is Prince K." But Maya only folded her arms and said, "His father owns the school." "Not him?" All bold words for a new girl. Soon, the royal girls approached, led by Mimi, who called herself the prince's chosen bride. "We are the most powerful girls here," Mimi declared. "And Prince K belongs to me," Maya laughed. And laughter, in the face of pride, is dangerous. Both prince and princess lack manners, Maya said. That was how the war began. They were summoned to the great office of the vice-chancellor. There sat Prince K like a lion among servants. His guards stood tall. His presence filled the room. When Maya entered, she did not bow. She sat. Gasps filled the air. "You cannot sit while the prince sits," a guard barked. Maya only leaned back and said, "Then make me stand." The prince watched her carefully, not with anger alone, but with curiosity. The vice-chancellor, shaking like dry leaves in harmattan wind, commanded, "Maya, apologize or be expelled." But Maya spoke truth like fire. "He splashed water on me. Why must I apologize first? In that kingdom, the prince was never wrong." Or so they believed. Finally, fearing for her mother who struggled to pay her fees, Maya said softly, "I'm sorry." But Prince K was not satisfied. "Kneel," he ordered. That is what slaves do. The word slave cut deeper than any sword. Maya's eyes burned. "A rabbit hunter is better than you," she declared. "One day you may be the slave." Even the mighty guards fell to their knees in fear. The vice-chancellor bowed low. Power is loud, but courage is louder. Yet, for her mother's sake, Maya knelt. "I apologize." "Prince K," she said, "but remember my words." The prince rose and left without another word. But something had shifted. For the first time in his life, someone had looked at him without fear. Later that day, Maya entered her classroom. And fate laughed quietly, for sitting in that very room was Prince K, the teacher. Unaware of destiny's joke, said, "Maya, sit beside Prince K." The class laughed. Prince K smiled slowly and said, "She will sit with me until she decides to transfer." And so the fire and the storm were placed side by side. Little did they know, this was not the beginning of hatred. It was the beginning of a story that would shake pride, challenge power, and test the meaning of love. And that, my listener, is how the girl who slapped a prince began her tale. To be continued.